What's going on, heavy hitters? It's your boy JJ, Selling, Minnesota. Say what's up, Steve.
What's up, Steve?
What's up, Steve? Say tonight might be a throwaway episode, but I want this one in the history books. It's May 22nd, 2018. Me and the big fella, the North Carolina heavy hitter, are pontificating of what the future holds for the Heavy Hitter podcast. Will it be the Heavy Hitter podcast a year from now? Will it be something else? Will it transform into something? We don't know. I don't know exactly what the lineup is tonight, but what I want to talk about is well, I'm cheering on the Capitals for one, because I'd like to see Big Daddy, Stream and Steve go to Vegas to see the Capitals. But I also want to talk about what our goal is in the next year when we get to May 22nd of 2019. What do you think about that, big fella? I mean, I know you're tired tonight, so we're gonna keep it short. And like I said, this might be the throwaway episode. Are we 15?
This is episode 14.
Episode 14.
Yeah.
I already screwed it up. So episode 14, we're still going to publish it. It might suck. It might turn into something good. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Essentially, this podcast is a podcast that we're just hitting the record button on. We don't have anything planned. We don't have topics planned. And we weren't going to record anything, but instead we decided to hit the record button. So that's what you guys are listening to. So anything and everything is there's sort of no boundaries tonight. Let me say it that way.
It's a freestyle, and they might appreciate that, dude. There might be something good. So, I mean, you were all jacked up the other night. I mean, we've been getting some good feedback. I mean, how can you not get good feedback when you got the heavy hitter Killing Bird on?
Yeah. I've been sending me messages like I'll pop into a Twitch stream and say, "Hey, what's up, KB?" Blase. Just type something in his little chat chain, and then some random person will be like, "Hey, man, I listened to your podcast the other day with Killing Bird. It was awesome, great job." And then today he sent me a screenshot of his chat chain where somebody had listened to the podcast and was mentioning it to KB, and I was nowhere to be seen. I wasn't in chat or anything to help remind him of it. So
super cool.
Yeah.
Well, and you got a. Not only did you get an attaboy from your dad the other night, but you were spotted at the pool tanning your pepperonis, and someone said, "Hey, I listened to the podcast," and you're like, "Oh, okay." So it's all good.
It's happening. It's all happening. It's all falling into place.
It's taking action, man. And I don't know. I mean, a year from now, if this evolves into some like B2B podcast where we're, I don't know, strictly talking about maybe it turns into like a bowling podcast. I don't know. I know you just picked up a new bowling league. You're like,
I'll be busy on Thursday nights.
What was that bowling, the bowling movie with Woody Harrelson, Kingpin? You're going to be Big Daddy Kingpin.
No, isn't the guy who drinks White Russians? He was a bowler, right?
Now, who was that guy? The guy that drinks White Russians.
The dude.
The dude.
Yeah, remember the dude?
From the 70s show?
No, the dude that always drinks White Russians. I forget the name of the movie. The listeners know who it is.
The question of the day is, who drinks White Russians?
Yeah, the dude.
So anyway, Big Phil, before you hit that record button.
The Big Lebowski.
The Big Lebowski, that's it. That's it. I think I only made it. I think I fell asleep during that movie. I remember watching it when I was a young cat.
Oh yeah, you are a youngster. I forget that. I do. I forget that about you.
I think I was like in 7th or 8th grade, and we were watching it in Bemidji when I was up there to see my cousin, like in the middle of nowhere. And I just wasn't, I don't know. I wasn't digging it that time. I probably would now.
Bemidji's a place?
Yeah. Bemidji. It's like, it's way up north, dude. You're guaranteed to go up there and get some wood ticks. You got wood ticks down there?
I don't know. We got some ticks.
You got some ticks in the stick.
It's time right now, too. Stay out of the woods. Stay out of the tall grass. You got them on you.
That's right. That Brad Paisley song. I'd like to check you for ticks.
Yeah, there you go. A year from now, podcast. Back to the topic. A year from now, podcast. The way I will still be podcasting with the Savage, with Selling Minnesota. This is the graph. This is what the graph's got to look like. Or actually, it should look like this. And then what I'm doing is just showing an angle that's all the way up.
All the way up. Nothing can stop you. You're all the way up.
I just want to see. It doesn't even have to be like to the moon. It's just got to be like a growth pattern, Just that's how we judge this, Like if you're playing poker and you look at your graph, right? So you can go to a Shark Scope whenever you play poker, and it keeps track of all your caches, like all the tournaments you play. And if your graph is just like a downward spiral, it's like you suck, you know?
Right. Right.
But if it goes up, well, you're doing things right, you're winning. And I just want our podcast to go up. And that will determine, like, if it goes down after a year of solid hustle and hard work and thinking we're doing good, the market has made the decision, and I'm going to listen to the market.
Yeah.
You know?
That's all. At the end of the day, dude, that's all I want too. Is, I mean, the market decides who wins and loses, and I hope they decide that the Heavy Hitter podcast is for real and to stay. But I also think some people quit too early, and I don't even think we've begun yet. Like, we've had some positive feedback, or you have, but I don't even think we've like hit our stride. We haven't found our necessary niche. We're a variety show that's cool for now.
I like the variety show tactic. I like what we're doing here, and I don't necessarily want to be pigeonholed. I want to be able to talk about things that we think are funny, things that we're interested in, things that other people are interested in that I don't even know about. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that gets me excited. Like, if I just wanted to talk about like baseball cards with you, I'd be bored. Well, maybe because I'm not into baseball cards, but if I wanted to talk to you about like one particular topic and that's it, I don't have a topic for that. Like,
I mean,
could you just going that way?
Could you talk about coaching 24/7? Not 24/7.
No.
I don't think there's anything, dude. I mean, you're
maybe
into coaching, barbecue.
If I was a full-time coach and I was like a high school baseball coach and I had practice every day and it was on my mind and I was working with my players and I was, building a team, and I'd be able to talk about that all the time, but I'm not. Like, what I'm doing every day is like dreaming about how to make this podcast successful and, thinking of ways to create good content around it to push it out and keep on growing it. Like, that's what's hot on my mind. Like, and that's not necessarily talking about it, but actually doing it.
Right.
You got to do the podcast to be able to talk about it every day, to be able to create content. Like, that's what I'm consumed with.
Right. Well, and at the end of the day, that's all I care about too. I mean, it's exciting that we've had an uptick as of late, but all I care about is good content, providing listeners with value. Like I said, I don't feel like we've even hit our stride yet, which is, I don't know. We'll see what happens, man. But we have an unofficial contract until May 22nd of 20. It might be like May 5th. We can do May 5th.
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo, Kentucky Derby Day of next year.
And maybe we'll meet in the Derby if we're successful.
Maybe. See, and that's the thing. I do like the Kentucky Derby. I like horse racing. I don't know enough about it.
We can go bet on horses, though.
We could.
They get drunk there, too.
Justify. And yeah, that's right. But I don't know if I could talk about like horse racing every day. I love fantasy football, but I don't know if I could talk about that. I know Le'Veon Bell didn't show up for OTAs today. Oh, is there trouble in Steeler paradise? But see, like, just like what we're doing now, rapping back and forth about these like current events, like that's what I think is kind of fun.
That's the variety of the show. Like,
maybe
one of the pieces of feedback I got is they enjoyed it wasn't that they didn't know what was coming next. Like, you were talking about ball sacks the other day, or ball cleaner.
Ball wash?
You were talking ball wash the other night.
So did you look that up? That's an actual thing. Ballwash.com.
I checked it out, and I didn't like click the buy button or anything like that.
I did.
Have you bought ball wash?
I just did. I've had it for a week. It's a life changer.
No.
It is like the tongue scraper of shower time.
And let's talk about the tongue scraper right quick. I sent you multiple tongue scrapers, and you still haven't even tried it yet.
I have not.
That's embarrassing.
It is embarrassing.
Send that thing to you.
It is embarrassing. Do you want me to try to use it tomorrow, or do you want me to commit to using it tomorrow?
Why don't you? Yeah, commit. Just do it.
Okay.
I'll
keep my word.
Actually, go grab it. Bring you a cup of water and do it live.
No, screw that, dude. I'm drinking. I just got done with a vodka Diet Coke, and I might have another. Something just like
It would clean your
I,
palate. You
I,
would
I
enjoy that
almost,
drink so much better.
I almost did it last night after I got done flossing. And no, that was the night before. After I got done flossing, brushing my teeth, I almost did it, and then I was just like, I don't know. I don't know. I just have this new appreciation for like mouth health, dude. It's really weird. That's probably not the shit that people want to hear about.
But we got to come up with that intro, that commercial stuff that we were talking about. And
I
I
know we
think
do.
we're still like, even though we're acting like we're not recording, we're still you're still in podcast mode. Like,
I think you're right. I
we
still, because I keep seeing this live button, and
yeah, you got to forget about that. What you need to do is take your screen and you need to minimize it, because this isn't technically a podcast. So just slide it down so you can't see that button.
I know.
Just act like this is pre-podcast whenever me and you are BSing.
Okay. All right. I'll relax. But
how can I get you to do like an intro like that? Because we got to create some of that content.
I mean, what the hell would I say as an intro? I mean, I'll give it a go right now. Like,
you need to like look in the camera first off.
Well, I thought I was gonna pretend like the camera wasn't there.
Well, you're recording something. You're recording something now. Like, this is video content that I want to use and chop up. So you need to look at the camera and you need to tell people why they want to come and listen to the Heavy Hitter podcast.
See, now you're getting all jacked.
Well, because I get excited about that, because that gives me like, I get to go make something tomorrow.
So I want to do my best impersonation of Gary Vee and his like 80s.
Center it in the screen there. Move your computer a little bit there, because that'll make it easier. Chop it up later. There you go. And this is your Gary Vee impression. Is this gonna have to do with the podcast?
It is.
Okay.
So what do you want? You want it 15 seconds or what?
Yeah, 15 seconds. Beautiful. It doesn't even have to be that long. Just whatever rolls off your tongue.
Okay. What's up, heavy hitters?
Are you looking at the camera?
I think so. Maybe not. Is that better?
Yeah, now you're looking at the camera.
Got it. Okay. All right. Take two. What's up, heavy hitters? It's your boy JJ, selling Minnesota out of Minnesota. Obviously, this is why you should. This is why you should listen to the heavy.
Take two.
Take three. What's up, heavy hitters? This is why I should listen to the Heavy Hitter podcast. Yo, fuck! I just fucked it up again.
It's hard. Dude. It's hard whenever you try. See,
dude, now you got me just like.
I know, but this is good. Maybe I can make a take of all the clips, and that'll be like that's fun. You know.
So it should be like a 15-second like promo.
Yeah, of why you should come in and fucking hang out with us or listen to us. Excuse my language.
Heavy Hitter Nation, it's your boy JJ. Heavy Hitter Nation, selling Minnesota, my boy Lopercon. Listen to that Heavy Hitter podcast. You never know what's coming next, sucker. That sucked too.
Why'd you call them suckers?
Because that's what DJ Bonic says. He's like,
oh,
heavy hitters, sucker.
Oh, does he say heavy hitters?
Yeah.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know we were related to DJ Bonics in that fashion.
What's up, heavy hitters? The Heavy Hitter podcast is a ripoff of DJ Bonics because he is the ultimate heavy hitter. And whenever he's in his High Noon Mix show, he says, heavy hitter, suckers. He's got that audio play. So I started calling everyone heavy hitters. Boy Lopercon kind of caught on to that. He started the Heavy Hitter podcast.
Totally glitched out.
It did?
Yeah, you didn't see that?
Yeah,
you froze. You were like, yeah.
Fuck, I just can't get it right. Jeez. Dude, it's been 2 minutes and 8 seconds of me trying to get the promo right.
You know?
This might be like...
This is the way it goes, man. This is the way it goes whenever you try to do something and you're not being yourself.
Right. So you're just trying too hard.
Yeah, faking the funk. Just tell the people, man. Tell the people why they need to come and just listen one time. Just listen to one episode.
I think everyone should come listen to the Heavy Hitter podcast because you have no idea what we're going to talk about next. It could be dad stuff. It could be ball wash. It could be blue cheese versus ranch. It could be anything. And you're going to want to be there because it's all about what's trending on Twitter. You're going to want to come listen. This is the very beginning. We're taking it to the top. That just got fucking shitty.
You grab the laptop.
That was my first mistake.
You grab the laptop and then
You
it's like,
try. You try.
I definitely don't want to do this. You're good at this stuff. That's why I asked you to do it.
I'm not good at. Obviously, I'm not. It's been 3 minutes and 17 seconds. And I still haven't nailed it.
It's like acting. That's what you're doing is acting.
That's why you need to try out for that play, dude.
It's hard stuff, man.
Well, you try. Give me 1 minute.
Show you how it's done.
Show me.
All right. I gotta wipe the shitty grin off my face before I go into acting mode. All right. Am I looking at the camera?
You are. Oh, this is intimate. Yeah.
This is gonna be good. I have no idea what I'm gonna say here. Heavy hitters. I was gonna get all sweet. Folks, it would mean the world. It would mean the world. No, I can't do that. Let me think. I can't do this, man.
It's like the Titanic.
It's like the pressure, man. There's no pressure doing a podcast and just BSing with your buddy, but there's pressure whenever you're trying to make something like this off the top of your head and like really go for it.
But why? I mean, you feel like there's like 100 people watching you, but dude, we've only had like 100 plays.
Oh yeah. I know it's horrible. Okay, heavy hitters. This is serious. This is like, no, I got to get this thing out of my hand. Heavy hitters. This is serious. My name's Steve Loper, aka LoperCon. I do a podcast with my boy Josh Johnson. He's all the way from Minnesota. We're talking hockey. We're talking ball wash. Why did I say ball wash? That was going good. It was going good.
It's going all right.
All right. I thought it was $1 million. I thought I was in there. All right, let me try it again. Let me see what we got.
Make it conversational. You were almost there, but it wasn't quite. It was still like.
It's still acting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough.
It is tough because it's like, how do you not sound like blah blah blah, but sound excited enough?
I'll try it again. Hey, what's up, you guys? My name's Steve Loper. I'm trying to build a podcast, and I can't build a podcast without listeners. And all I'm asking you to do today is to log on to iTunes or log on to Anchor and check out the Heavy Hitter podcast. Even if it's for a minute, it would mean the world to me. It would mean the world to my co-host. Freaking I forgot his name, Josh Johnson. That was pretty good, right? That was going there. It was going in the right direction.
That's where it's at. That's it right there. Cut it.
Just talking. I gotta figure it out. I'll do it one more time. But I don't want to beg for people to listen either. I felt like I was kind of beggy. Know what I mean?
I got you.
All right, here we go. One last time. Then you're up. I'm gonna hear what you got. All right. Hey, folks. Steve Loper here from the Heavy Hitter Podcast. If you've never listened to us, this is the week. We've got a couple of huge guests lined up. Log on to iTunes or Anchor to see who we have this week. If you listen, you won't regret it.
I like it.
We'll try it.
That's where it's at.
We got a little cliffhanger.
I like it.
Let me see. Let me hear what you got now. Now you got to get your camera right. You got to get set up so I can edit you good. Center of the camera. Make sure your camera's right. There you go. You got to get focused. There we go.
Can I hit him with like, what you gonna do when the Heavy Hitter Podcast runs wild on you?
You can do whatever you want. Anything goes here.
Man, dude, how do I top that?
You just got to go for it, bro.
How do I even just match that?
If we had a dinger, if there was actually people watching, we could have them ding and like ding, 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 like ding, voting, like
that's it.
And then we could try to beat each other. That'd be fun.
That would be funny. What's up, heavy hitters? Thanks so much. That sucks. I just want to say what's up to the Heavy Hitter Nation. Thanks for tuning in. You never know what we're going to talk about, and that's exactly why you should tune in next. Check us out on your favorite platform. That sucks. Maybe I'm not a promo guy, dude.
You got to keep going, man. This is resume building, dude. We're getting this because one day you're gonna have the opportunity at your next big like real estate function to do the intro, and you're gonna fucking nail it.
That's always tough, though, dude. Like those intros and like elevator pitches.
Well, that's what we're practicing, man. We're only getting better. We're only getting stronger. Nobody else at home doing this tonight. These people listening, they're not doing this. It would drive them fucking crazy too, but they're listening to us actually try to do it, which is hard, and everybody knows it. So go.
The Heavy Hitter Podcast, a mix of the Crazy Nut House with the Great Dad down the street. You never know what's going to happen next. That's why you should tune in to the Heavy Hitter Podcast every single fucking night. It sucked.
You never know.
The Heavy Hitter Podcast. Why should someone listen? Why?
You gotta answer that question.
You should listen to the Heavy Hitter Podcast because we are all about providing you with that value or that escapism you're looking for. Quit scrolling your effing phone and tune into the Heavy Hitter Podcast. It's a mixed bag. You're going to love it. Your mom loves it, so you might as well tune in.
There you go. There you go. It's something. We're
Whatever.
getting there. We're getting there.
So we need 150 episodes by May 5th. So we're at 14. Break it down week by week with holidays and vacation. We got some work to do.
Yeah, I figured like whenever I go on vacation for 10 days, we're gonna have to sort of pile up a couple.
Right.
I will take my laptop and all that kind of good stuff, but it won't be the same. I'll be in tiny hotel rooms and shit like that.
Right.
We're gonna do we can do short little tidbits too, like, hey, what's up, man? I'm up in blase.
Well, I mean, that would be kind of cool to like help you document even for you to listen back at or for your kids to listen to someday, but I don't want to bug you when you're on vacation, dude. I mean, I think some of the best times on vacation is like when you've gone hard all day, you're out in the sun, you're moving around, kids are exhausted, right? They fall asleep at like an hour before they usually do. You and Curdy are all like podcast.
She's gonna hear this. She's gonna hear you call her Curdy.
I thought her name was Curdy. What?
Kirti.
Damn it.
Yeah, man. She's sensitive about that too. Babe, if you're listening, I know you are gonna listen. I'm not gonna say anything until you mention it to me, but I got him. I corrected him again.
I'm sorry. My wife's mad at me too, so you know, why don't all the wives in the world be mad at me? Gosh, I'm just an ass dick. Fuck. Damn it. Sorry.
It's too
sorry.
Late. You've already called her Curdy.
It's Kirti?
Yeah, Kirti.
See, if I had that tongue scraper, maybe I could enunciate a little bit better.
You have the tongue scraper.
Kirti. I think you set me up for that, dude. I swear you called her Kirti off air.
Just having the tongue scraper is not going to help you do anything. You have to use it. All right. Having a brain doesn't make you smart. You have to use it.
And just like you can try all you want for this podcast thing. Your wife called me out the other podcast already called me out. I need to stop messing around like that.
RDP.
But she called me out. She's like, you want all this and that, but you ain't putting in the work.
Oh, yeah. On that text message?
She's right, dude.
She was talking to me. She wasn't.
No, she was talking to me. I'm surprised you didn't make content out of that.
She wouldn't allow that.
Yeah, probably not.
No. All right. So you think we got an intro clip there out of that little bit?
I doubt it.
I doubt it too. So look, whenever I say something you pop up, or whenever you talk, you pop up on the screen. So this is what we're really going for, is we're going for the screen, because this is what we're making video content. So I'll say something, and then you got to pop in and say something, so we can both be on the same piece of content.
Do you think maybe it should be something of like, you know how when you tell a little kid that something's hot, they always touch it? But when you ask for help, which is kind of like what we're doing with the promo, nobody comes. But when you yell fire, like everyone and their mother,
Yeah.
like maybe, I don't know, maybe we need to,
Like if they're flashing lights, everybody runs for it. Like,
I don't know. I just feel like the promo sounds too desperate, bro. I
yeah,
don't know.
okay. I like
Maybe,
that. That's good feedback.
maybe right now. I don't know.
Maybe right now, what?
Maybe for right now. Maybe it's not. I don't know. And then again, I don't know. I just trying to keep it real. I know you're looking for that trajectory, the plays, and I know that's important because I think everywhere you're looking for, like anybody is looking for a little bit of approval. You're doing a good job,
Yeah.
attaboy.
I don't want to waste my time. I want to do good. And
Do you feel,
I don't want this to just be two conversations, a year's worth of conversations recorded that nobody's ever listened to. The goal here is to grow this into something and to make it successful, so I can use it to leverage myself to another platform or something like that and grow from this. This is the ground up stuff.
all the way up. I still think we're going to get to like 149 episodes, and then all of a sudden it's going to click on, and it's probably going to be the biggest laugh of this time since who else was the biggest laugh? But we're going to look back and be like, oh shit, that evolved into something. Like this might not be it.
Well, it's all on YouTube. You know,
And that's a time capsule. That shit's forever.
Yep. So it's there. You'll be able to see this journey from episode 1 till God knows when. Assuming YouTube doesn't shut down, assuming Anchor doesn't shut down, assuming my computer doesn't crash and I lose all the files.
That too.
I'm not a backup kind of guy.
Maybe we need to start like reviewing cigars too on the Heavy Hitter podcast or something. Or baseball bats. How do you not review like softball bats or baseball bats on the Heavy Hitter podcast? What?
I mean, what are we going to review them for? Looks? This one looks cool. It's got a good shape to it. Doesn't have any dents in it. It's got a good grip.
This Easton Reflex sure feels good.
Yeah. Like, let me throw a tennis ball and hit it. Actually, let me get one of those little sponge balls and hit it. See how it does. We can't test out freaking. I can't even like a cigar. I can't smoke a cigar in here. You know, if I was reviewing a cigar with you, I'd want to, spark it up.
Well, yeah, exactly. So maybe we need to do the Heavy Hitter podcast out of the garage or something.
It's an idea.
It's an idea. Well, hey, let me say goodnight to you, being it's 11:08 on the East Coast. Hey, go Capitals! Your Father's Day present's gonna arrive tomorrow night.
We'll see. I'm gonna try to watch it.
I don't even think you're gonna be able to focus on the guests that we have that you haven't clued me in on. I don't know if it's gonna be my kindergarten teacher.
I'm kind of feeling like I built it up too much, but it's gonna be fun, man. We're gonna have a guest. I actually tried to confirm earlier.
Dude, I think every guest I'm excited for and nervous for.
Don't be nervous.
Oh shit, I just hit the wall. I'm nervous for all of them. I'm like, I don't know. I always write down questions before they hop on. When that didn't work out so well the last time, but we're just figuring this shit out, dude. We're rolling with it.
You'll be good. I definitely don't have any questions.
I hope people skip fucking this episode. This episode is just...
It's probably not going to be published.
Yeah, don't publish this shit.
Unless I go back and listen to it, and I'm like, oh, But I doubt it will be published.
I just wasted fucking 40 minutes of your time.
I told you.
Sorry, dude.
All right, we're going to end it on that note, guys. I appreciate it. If this ever does go live, maybe this is a time capsule piece where we were trying to think of a promo and we sucked at it. We couldn't look at the screen and say anything. We can do an intro and a closing, but we can't just tell you why you should listen to the podcast. That's a problem.
That is a problem.
That is a problem. Yeah, we cannot just flat out tell them why they should listen to it because we're fucking doing it and we think it's cool. Like that's as good a reason as I got. We have some pretty cool guests every once in a while.
Because you enjoy it.
We talk about trending stuff. I'm having a blast doing it. Those are 3 reasons right there. Folks, if you haven't listened to the Heavy Hitter podcast yet, please do. We have some awesome guests. I'm having a blast recording it. And what was the other one?
You keep it real. You tell the truth.
Well, I said 3. I just named 2 of them.
I don't know. You're recording it, so you can go back. But
That's true.
You're on a roll there.
But it needs to be like...
And it's hard to keep it concise, but you're almost there.
Yeah. And now it's like set up again. Guys, if you haven't listened to the Heavy Hitter podcast yet, I don't know what you're... If you haven't listened to the Heavy Hitter podcast yet, I don't know what you're waiting on. We have some awesome guests. We talk about current and trending topics on Twitter that everybody is pretty much talking about. And third, we are having a blast doing it. You get to meet my buddy Josh Johnson that I met down in Miami at a Gary Vaynerchuk conference. Like-minded guys, just BSing and having a good time. Come join the fun, the Heavy Hitter podcast. You can find us on iTunes, Anchor, and a couple other places where you can check out podcasts. Oh,
that's that shit right there.
Did that.
Will the real Steve Loper please stand up?
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
With that, peace out. Rest up. Tomorrow's a big day.
It is. Be stoked.